One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running to the left.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Castellanos. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, SMU. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game, on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLaughlin. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The give is to Williams. Shakes off the defender. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. DB's right up on the receivers. takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McLaughlin. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's McLaughlin. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Noles have it with a first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Discards him with the stiff arm. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'll try the run. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. To adjust the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room. It's Harden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Jennings. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Singleton. There he goes! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to change this route. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Fights off the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warren Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Caught behind the line. It's White. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This is a design run. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. second down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You simply don't see that very often. Quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's McCoy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. The running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to punch it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Castellanos. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Now the play fake. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. The Mustangs get the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. He'll do it himself.
That's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 fourth down attempts, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. To the air on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's White. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball over.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The Mustangs will move the sticks with the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around. And ideally, you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football. And you could just tell, didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Under fire. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. It's a running one. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He's got it on the run. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Seminoles are in the hurry out. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're showing that toughness, using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Pulls and fired complete. Open space at the 25. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Trying to get the corner. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
To the air, it's Jennings. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They'll run the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration, really quickly, get behind those pullers. You got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Waiting moments, huge fourth down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? You want to talk about making a decision pay off, Jesse. They convert right there and take any doubt out of this game.
I don't know how many guys in the huddle offensively were surprised by the head coach deciding to go for it, but it didn't stymie them. It didn't faze them. They just went out, handled their business. They're going to ice this game.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type